Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amar bin Muhammad Darus. Now, I will explain about morphological chart. For morphological chart, we gather the concept design for our product from each member. Then, we filter all the parts design based on suitable and reasonable aspect before finalize our final design. So, for example, for function A, which is the blade part, all the design have the same function, which is to cut the grass. Only the design is different from each other. For function B, which is the shield part, all the design have the same function, which is to avoid blade from lifting for user safety. Only the design is different. For function C, which is the chassis part, all the design have the same function, which is to build the body structure. Only the design is different from each other. For function D, which is the exhaust part, all the design have the same function, which is to improve the engine performance. Only the design is different. For function F, which is the blade adjuster part, all the design have the same function, which is to adjust the height of the blade. Also, only the design is different from each other. For function G, which is the handle part, all the design have the same function, which is to lift the RC lawnmower. Only the design is different. For function H, which is the remote control, all the design have the same function, which is to control the engine and tire movement. For function I, which is the steering part, all the design have the same function, which is to determine the tire rotation, but the rotation type is different. Finally, for function J, which is the belt part, all the design have the same function, which is to transfer energy. Only the design of the belt is different from each other. That's all. Thank you.
Now, I will explain about the details of the concept of lawnmower that I designed. So, this is the concept that I designed. It used the remote control to control the movement, which is connected by the transmitter and the infrared signal. I chose this type of wheel to ensure the lawnmower can grip the ground during driving up and down slope and to prevent rollover. The lawnmower has the blade cover installed for safety reason, which is to avoid stones or foreign materials to fly out to surrounding. It is also has been designed to ensure that the grass that has been cut can flow to the grass dumper. The chassis, blade and blade cover are made of steel to provide high durability for the lawnmower. The lawnmower also has a handle installed for user to carry the lawnmower easily. So, that's all the details about the concept that I designed for the lawnmower. Thank you.
Hi, hello. I want to explain about the conceptual design number 2. For this design, the type of the tire used is the wheelbarrow tire, which has 3. The type of the body is the triangle because the amount of the tire used is 3. Next, the lawnmower has special features, which is height adjusted and the dumper, which is to store cut grass. Then, if we look at the bottom of the lawnmower, there is a blade called gator blade, which is give clean and even cut. After that, around the blade, there is a shield that covers the blade from hurt anyone while using the lawnmower. Next, at the back of the lawnmower, there is an exhaust which is functioned to reduce the level of noise and remove harmful substances. To make the lawnmower easy to carry around, the lawnmower is equipped with the long handle. Lastly, in order to move the lawnmower remotely, remote control is used as the controller.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Norazi Shairani bin Safi'i and I will present my conceptual design for this project. This term concept of remote control lawnmower here was designed to operate using a 12-volt motorcycle battery. Metal is used for designing the outer chassis frame for greater durability. There are some products out there at the market that are quite similar with this design, but by adding some features into this drawing like the blade adjuster and the grass dumper, this concept design will provide more functionalities compared to the existing products. The tire tread designed specifically to give more grip on the ground surface and able to move smoothly on rough surface. The blade cover between the front and back tires is to prevent the blade from drifting and avoid any unwanted accident occur.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ammar bin Muhammad Darus. Now I will explain a little bit about my conceptual design. So for blade part, I choose option 4 because I think it can work on any surface of ground. For shield part, I choose option 1 because the design looks simple, so it is easy for us to fabricate it. Next, for the chassis part, I choose option 2 because the structure looks tough and interesting. It can attract the aesthetic kind of buyers. For the exhaust part, the design looks simple and easy to handle. For grass dumper, blade adjuster, handle, and remote control, I choose option 2, option 3, option 1, and option 5 because I found they are very easy to find in the market right now. Next, for the steering part, I choose option 2 because it seems like easy to move in every such of angle. Finally, for the tire part, I choose option 5 because the tire contact area with ground looks easy to move on any surface. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello, my name is Ni'afif Farhan bin Azhar Rasul and will introduce my conceptual design for the remote control grass trimmer. This is the overview or assemble view for my project. My design in a rectangular shape make it easier to fabricate. For the body, I prefer using aluminium due to its strap, which is durable and lightweight. For the engine, I recommend using a commercial grass trimmer because of the simple combustion process and the fuel efficiency. Next, for the cutting section, there are three main components. Firstly, the blade itself is in a round shape for better cutting efficiency. Secondly, the blade adjusted to have variety style of cutting that consumer desire. For the grass dump, I prefer using a huge storage for more convenient than the small one. Furthermore, for the mobility component, I suggest using tank-style tire to overcome all kinds of tread. For the exhaust system, I want to install a simple straight pipe at the rear for better acceleration. Remote control, I suggest also just the commercial remote control toy car to make sure consumers easily enjoy the experience of cutting grass. From those conceptual design, we are required to do concept selection to filter the design based on three criteria. Is it feasible? The level of readiness? Is it meet the customer requirement? From this filter, we can find out which concept is the most suitable and make room of improvement for concept that not meet the criteria. First of all, concept 1 from Zulnazmi. Concept 1 is feasible, however, have a condition, which is the movement mechanism need to be programmed due to its tank-style tire. Other than that, the concept is feasible. Concept 1 claims that this concept is in readiness state, which means the spare part method all in market. Concept 1 meet the customer requirement from the survey, which is size, material, cost, lifespan, and many more. Secondly, Concept 2 from Tasnem and Concept 4 from Amma. Concept 2 and 4 claims to be easily feasible due to its simple design. In terms of readiness, also state that the market have the spare part and material are globally ready. These two concepts also tick all the customer requirements. Next, Concept 3 from Razi. Concept 3 claims the design is feasible, even though it have unique traits such as the body design. Concept 2 also stated ready to fabricate due to all the item needed is available. Concept 3 meet all the customer requirement. Lastly, Concept 5 from Afiq. Concept 5 claim the design is possible to fabricate and feasible, however, have a condition which is same with the Concept 1, which is tire issue. For the readiness, Concept 5 pass with an easy access to all of the item required. For the customer requirement section, Concept 5 need to be revised due to its too large in size and need to improve the body structure. The conclusion. Concept 2 and 4 pass all the criteria without any issue. Concept 1, 3 and 5 need to make a room for improvement for what's lacking.
Hello, now I want to present about augmented. Augmented compress each concept relative to a reference or the term concept, and for each criterion determines whether the concept is in question is better than, poorer than, or about the same as the reference concept. The term that we use in the box method is grass cutter for the builder remote control the normal body as one that is already in the market. Use of concept design to compare with the data. For selection criteria, use A criteria to be evaluated to each concept, which is papers, battery capacity, material, cutting area, low noise, weight, cost, and machine handling. Firstly, for concept number 1, it shows that all the criteria has the same quality to the data, but the concept design noise is better than the data, and the cutting error is worse than the data because of its small size. Next, for concept number 2, the criteria for noise, weight, cost, and machine handling is better than the data because the shape of the removal of the concept 2 is compact. However, the criteria for the battery capacity and cutting area is worse than the data because of its small size. After that, for concept number 3, all the criteria is same as the data except for the spare parts, cutting area, and machine handling, which is better than the data. The size of the removal of concept 3 is way more bigger than the data. Although of its size, it is easy to operate. Then for concept number 4, the battery and capacity and cutting area that are worse than the data because of its small size and same as design concept number 2. Then its noise, weight, and cost is better than the data, and the rest, the criteria is set as data. Finally, for concept number 5, all the criteria is same as the data. Besides, just one criteria is worse than the data, which is its weight. It is because the removal of the concept design 5 use material that is heavy, and it uses the type of data unit is heavier than the usual one. Based on the net score, we get that the concept design number 3 is at first rank, and the last rank is concept design number 5. Based on the pigmented, concept design number 3 was chosen to proceed to the next step.
Assalamualaikum and hi again. I will explain and present the last part of this presentation, which is covering on concept scoring. We use the WDM method for the scoring evaluation. The selection criteria were taken all from the engineering requirement from the HOQ as we can see here. There are 9 selection criteria that are included in this concept scoring. The weight for each of the criteria will calculate by dividing the importance of each criteria by its total. The 11-point scale was used to determine the weight score for every criteria for each of the concept design. For the rating, the value will calculate by multiplying the weight and the weight score for each one. The total of the rating for each concept design will add up to decide the ranking for all of the design. From there, we can conclude which one of the conceptual design that we will proceed to continue this project. That's all from us. Thank you and goodbye.